Good morning. Oh, hang on. Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear myself marginally. Yes, well, I'm late again, and I feel shitty. And this is purely down to one little thing, that my alarm did not go off, and I'm going to also blame Barry for keeping me up so late last night. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, we'll blame Barry. Okay, good morning, Nyla. Yes, it was quite funny last night, because after I left, I was speaking to Barry, and he was telling me stories. I'm like, I need to go to bed. I'm going to go to bed now, and I'm being polite. And he says, we're having a sweepstakes to see how long we can keep you on on speaking and not going to bed. And I just went, nope, click, and went to bed. But that's Barry. I love you, man. If you're on, it's good fun. Today is June the 26th, and it is a very important day in my little world. A very, very important day. And I've marked this day by writing a poem about it. It's quite an emotional poem, because today's the day that my daughter leaves primary 7. And they've had a very strange primary 7. It was normal up until lockdown. And I think everybody's had a strange couple of months, to be perfectly honest. But there was no Leavers assembly for her. There was no Leavers mass at the church. There was no prom. You know, they got to go to camp, just and no more. But yeah, it's been very, very, very emotional in this house, with my little girl Alia not being able to have the normality of end of primary school stroke what in America would call elementary school. So we're going to have a quick dash through the papers. I'm not making coffee again because I'm late on, and I'm not going to look out the weather window because it's pretty minging outside, but it's supposed to be very hot today. But I am going to go through the papers, and they're quite interesting, to be perfectly honest. And let me just move my camera into position so when I do my little transition, we can be in the papers straight away. Okay, so I just want to say, I love you, Alia. If you watch this back, I think you are amazing. I think your classmates have had it tough, and I'm proud as hell of you. I really, really am. A father couldn't ask for a better daughter. Really, really. She's at her mum's just now, so what can I do? Right, let us look at the papers. This is, probably any yawns that come today are sponsored by Barry. It's his fault, but that's it. Right, anyway, this is a great picture. Where isn't Wally? With reference to every single person down at Bournemouth Beach being a Wally. Police have been called in as crowds ignore any social distancing on the beaches. Wow, incredible. It's so long Bailey. Right, okay. Oh yeah, she got rid of what's her name? Right, anyway, pictures of a jam-packed beaches feature in most of Friday's papers amid warnings that coronavirus cases will rise. Yeah, you're welcome to, Barry. If people ignore social distancing. Labour leader Keir Starmer sacking of Rebecca Long Bailey. That's probably the worst thing he could have done, because she was quite a popular politician. She wasn't perfect, like no politicians are perfect. But it's like a great big wow. Keir Starmer's also done something else that we'll talk about towards the end, which is going to have a massive impact in Scotland for him. So, yeah, he has sacked Rebecca Long Bailey from the shadow cabinet. It also makes the front pages. Where isn't Wally, asks the Metro, next to a photograph of rammed Bournemouth beaches on the hottest day so far. This is obviously a reference to the Where's Wally games and books for everything, but wow, some people. Why is Elton's ex-wife taking him to court after 32 years? What? Here we go. Don't throw it all away. The Health Secretary plea as he threatens to close beaches after crowds... He shouldn't be threatening to close beaches. He should just frigging close them. And be done with it. You know, people have actually proved that... People have proven that they can't be trusted. I mean, there's no... You can see people bubbling with their wee bubbles, but there's certainly not any 2-metre rule between them all. It's just a disgrace. The Mail leads on Health Secretary Matt Hancock. Nobody's going to take Hancock seriously anyway. Warning to the public not to undo their work on tackling this pandemic. The paper says it came after the warm weather triggered a frenzied rush to the seaside. Frenzied rush. With an army of 500,000 visitors overwhelming Dorset. Poor Dorset. Their economy must be fucking booming. It's like, there is not an ice cream to be had in Dorset. Not one drop of sun cream. And the pubs, if they were open, I don't know whether they are, would be dry. Every single bottle of beer in Asda down in Bournemouth sold. Can you imagine that? Like an extra 500,000 people visiting your wee town. Oh, there's another Barry on there. There we go. That's just ludicrous. And here we go as well. Dirty Gits. Were you raised by wolves? Nah, wolves have better standards, okay? It's raised by fucking fannies. That's what they've been raised by. Raised by... I'm trying to think of a word that... inbred wankers? Is that too much? Did I go too far? You know? Wow, feral yobs dropped 33 tons of junk yesterday. Wow, major incidents, hooligans clash, calls for army to patrol the seaside. Yeah, put the soldiers on the beach. Oh my word. Miss Longbottom was asked to stand down on Thursday after net tweeting an article which said contained anti-Semitic. Yeah. I kind of read that as well. But like net tweeting, but was it anti-Semitic? That's the thing. I've read the backlash on both sides, but I've not read the tweet. I couldn't find the tweet about that. But I don't know. She seems to me as somebody that wouldn't do something that's anti-Semitic, but it may well could have been. Raised by wolves. That's a shame on the wolves. Raised by MPs. Are you talking about the people on the beaches? Yeah, I hope so. Or you were talking about the... What's it called? The long bottom thing. I've got a wee article here as well. It's like basically it's in the Huff Post. I quite like the Huff. What Keir Starmer's sacking of Rebecca Long Bailey tells us about his leadership. So yeah, we will. Oh, I've lost it. God damn it. Top stories. Matt Hancock warns we'll lose the beaches if public don't socially distance. Where is the long bottom bit? Have I just gone and pushed that away? What an idiot. Never mind. The eye. Chaos on the beaches. Wow, I'm actually going to grab that picture and make a Where's Wally out of it. I think that's cool. Major incident cleared at Bournemouth Beach due to overwhelming gridlocked roads, clashes in Hove and London as extra police patrols dispatched around the country. Planned relaxing of lockdown measures will be reversed if, only if. Okay. Rule breaking continues. Number 10 warns England chief medical officer says COVID-19 cases will rise again if social distancing measures not followed. Cases in Europe rise for the first time in months, heading to fears of second spike. Wow. Well, they did say this would happen. They did say it would happen. But really not on the scale of the beach thing. That's just fucking idiots. Boiling point. I like this. Tory housing scandal, Johnson accused of corrupt government. Well, Boris Johnson, corrupt government, it kind of balances the scales, really, doesn't it? You've got an idiot on one side, and why he's an idiot on the other. That kind of, let's just balance the scales a little bit. Oh, yeah. Okay, you are an idiot, and you are a corrupt government, and you're perfectly weighted towards each other. Superb. Right, fears of a virus second wave after chaos. I think there's a fear of a virus second wave regardless. After chaos on beaches, thousands head out into the sun. The Times, hang on. Daily Mirror also carries a photograph of Bournemouth Beach along the headline boiling point. It reports police have urged. We're urging you to move along. Please, can you kindly socially distance? We're urging you, please just urge. We're urging. That is the police powers in this situation. They can urge, corrupt government compared to what exactly? Yeah, even Scotland's, the high and mighty Holyrood has essence of not so much corruption, but certainly could do betterisms. There might be elements of corruption there. I don't know, but there's governments. I would say, if you want to get into politics, that's possibly the best rule for you not getting into politics. I don't know. The Times. Starmer battles with Labour left after sacking Long Bailey. I was going to call her Longbottom there. Shocking. Britain puts 500 million into satellite race. That's good. That's a little company in London that makes the very low orbit satellites, and they're wanting to do a new GPS type thing. I was listening to it on Radio 4 the other day there. I am so old now, I listen to Radio 4. Crazy. The Times leads on England's Chief Medical Officer Chris Whitley, warning that coronavirus will flare up again if people do not enjoy summer more responsibly, after official figures suggest the cases had stopped falling, but its picture slot goes to Liverpool fans celebrating their first league title in 30 years after their rivals Manchester City lost to Chelsea. I just want to say, right, just before I continue on with the papers, that there is ways that we can get around this for people to enjoy life. And again, it's something that I said last night. We could take a Russian approach to all, which is basically have people apply for passes to leave their house, and once you've got that pass, you can then leave. So if you put down on your destination that this would have to be part of an app that basically defines your location as well. And then, I hate to say it, because of the way that this is totally crazy against every liberty loving person's beliefs you can possibly imagine. But dare I say it, would it be worthwhile to prevent things like this, where you have built into the process of applying for the pass, you state where your destination is going to be, or it does that 5 mile thing that we're supposed to be adhering to in Scotland just now, 5 miles from your home if possible. I don't know, if you got caught out of that, should there be great big massive fines? Make it a fine, or something crazy like community action sort of thing, where you have to do community service. I don't know. I don't know the way out of this. You can't rely on people being cool about the whole thing. We're going out this morning, okay? My mum's coming round in an hour's time, and I'm driving her to work. and then I'm coming back, I'm picking up the baby, and I'm picking up Ola, and we're going up to the reservoir for an hour or so, just in the morning. It'll be nice and cool. It'll be a nice time to go up there before it gets busy, and then we're coming back again, and then we'll hit the garden. And that's purely because I would like to go and reset my mind in amongst the green of the land. And I'll take some photographs, take some videos. I will check to see how much airtime I've got, and I might even do a wee Instagram live to show what it's all about. In fact, I probably will. I think Instagram live, let's just see how much bandwidth Wi-Fi nonsense I've got left. It doesn't take much to do a wee Instagram live, but we will do something, you know, up there, just to show you where I like to hang out in amongst nature. But the point being is, we're not going to be idiots with this. We're timing we don't trust other people, so we're timing it to go up to the reservoirs early, while the weather is not great in Edinburgh. And I swear to God, if we went up there and the car park was full, you know, we're not going to hang around. Without a doubt, we are not going to be hanging around at all. Like Barry's saying, we don't have the ability to enforce the Russian approach. You're right, we don't. We don't have the will either. I think that the government is scared to do such a thing. Whereas the people are wary because of their times in communism. They're wary of the government, and they fear a backlash from the government, but they also respect the government because the government's done a fair whack for them as well. We've also got the Iceland approach, where everybody actually gives a shit. You know, we'll call it the give a shit approach. And enforced quarantine, yeah, I get that. That should be the punishment for breaking a lockdown. Tagged and tagged and not allowed to leave the home for a month. You just have to get Sainsbury's and Asda deliveries to your door. Yeah, it's mental. Chicken Oriental. Right, let's get back to the papers. Daily Telegraph, pressure on PM to build bridges with all EU. Johnson expected to signal change of plan after backlash at Portugal being missed off. Missed off what? Oh, I need to be able to read that. It's an EU thing. We're going to be starting negotiating with the EU again soon. Oh, interesting. Starmer opens fire in war on Corbyn allies. Planning reforms of generics hands. Care delays kill more children than virus. Opting for a different beach photo. That's brilliant. The Daily Telegraph pictures two people lying metres apart on the beach in East Yorkshire with the caption "Sun, Sand and Social Distancing." It means that's pretty cool, actually. But is that 2 metres? Probably not, but the effort has been made, which is a good thing. Its main story says Boris Johnson is under pressure to exempt the 14-day quarantine rule for travellers coming from the whole of Europe. Elsewhere it says Labour leader went to war with allies of Jeremy Corbyn after sacking Mrs. Long Bailey. The Daily Express, Patel, I'll take vile thugs off the street. Start with yourself, pretty. Because it's like you're full of pretty good words, but, it's just, you just talk shit. I hate our Home Secretary. I don't mean I dislike her, hate her sort of thing. I hate what she stands for. Like, man. It's like, I'm not even gonna discuss her. She does my head in ways you couldn't possibly imagine. And with a different lead story, the Daily Express's Home Secretary Priti Patel promises that people who attack police will be taken off the streets. Well, yeah, they've broken the law. They should be taken off the streets. Okay? After dozens of officers were injured in an illegal street party, the people say it's her strongest warning. Yet strongest warning. Piss off, Priti Patel. the lovely Financial Times. Oh look, we are so close to where it is. Look, like if I bring my up, can you see my mouse? Look, that you can just see the edge of my bookshelf. Hold on, it's just here. That's my bookshelf wall. It's in shadow, and that's the paper. Amazing colour. Love it. Love it. I should actually just get sheets of the Financial Times and use it as wallpaper. You know? Oh, baby boy's waking up. We better be quick. Right. That's us for the papers. Good, good, good. I cannot be on the air when the baby boy wakes up. Okay, so we are going to quickly go through this poem. This is really important, this poem, that I mark this day in prose for my daughter. Where the hell is it? Oh man, don't tell me I've lost it. No. Yes. No. Oh man, I had this all set up. No. Right, it's on my Facebook. I'm gonna go to Facebook. Aye. Here we go. Right, nice one. Right, so this poem was written for Alia and her whole primary 7 class, and I read it to her yesterday, and I got quite emotional. Both of us did. We both cried a little bit. So I might get emotional just now. It's called Lockdown Graduation. Lockdown graduation. Innocence entered the building. Experience now leaves with strength. The journey you have all taken, 7 years long in length. Learning from each other, making friends anew. You've done it. You have made it. Integrity intact and true. This last year such a milestone, so different in many ways. Tradition ripped from you in these lockdown days. Your place in history certain, a collective of your age, surviving quarantine in style, showing adults how to behave. I see you may consider this time may leave you empty, but rest assured, a bright road ahead for the class of 2020. And although there is no assembly, no prom or leavers mass, you will walk through metaphorical gates, an inspiring P7 class. That is it. That is my daughter's little poem. And yeah, there you go. Right, I am going to go because it's time to disappear into the morning and get on with family stuff. So thank you for joining me this morning. And tomorrow, Sunday, the alarm will actually go off. All right, and we shall see you tonight for Gina and the lovely tarot card reading that will be very scary. Take care.